1. Hook serverless computing sounds like a cost-saving dream, right? But what if I told you it can actually become a budget nightmare? Stick around to find out why serverless isn't always cheaper and how to navigate this landscape wisely. When not managed properly, costs can skyrocket. It's crucial to understand why and when serverless may not be the best financial choice. 3. The simple explanation: serverless architecture allows developers to run applications without managing servers. You pay for what you use, which sounds great. However, the pricing model is based on several factors: duration of function execution, number of requests, memory allocated. For example, AWS Lambda charges you based on the number of requests and the compute time in milliseconds. If your function runs for longer than expected or handles more requests than planned, costs can escalate quickly. 4. Real-world example: let's look at a real-world scenario. A startup called Quick Orders launched an app for food delivery. They opted for AWS Lambda, believing it would save them money. Initially, they projected a few hundred requests per day. In the first month, they received 10,000 requests, far exceeding their calculations. Each function average execution time was 3 seconds. With AWS pricing at 20 cents per million requests and $0.0000167 per gigabyte second, their costs quickly added up. 10,000 3 seconds 128 megabytes 20 cents equals $0.002. 1024 megabytes equals 3,750 gigabytes seconds. $0.0000167 equals $0.0625. $0.002 plus $0.0625 equals $0.0645, which seems low. But that was just the start. As they scaled, costs ballooned with increased traffic to over $1,000 in the following month. The lack of proper planning and monitoring led them to a financial pitfall. 5. What to do instead? Here's how you can avoid the pitfalls of serverless. Step 1. Analyze your workload, assess expected traffic. Look at peak times and average requests. Use historical data if available. Step 2. Set budget thresholds, decide on a maximum monthly spend. Use alerts to notify you when you reach 80% of your budget. Step 3. Choose the right memory size, start with a lower memory allocation. Monitor performance, increase if necessary. Remember, higher memory reduces execution time, which can lower costs. Step 4. Implement monitoring tools, use AWS CloudWatch or similar tools to track usage. Analyze request rates, execution times, and costs regularly. Step 5. Optimize your code, review your functions for efficiency. Reduce cold starts by keeping functions warm if necessary. Batch processes where possible to minimize calls. 6. Common mistakes. Mistake 1. Underestimating traffic. Analyze historical data and prepare for spikes. Mistake 2. Ignoring cold starts. Keep functions warm during peak hours or use provision concurrency. Mistake 3. Poor memory allocation. Test different memory settings to find the optimal balance of cost versus performance. Mistake 4. Lack of monitoring. Set up detailed monitoring and alerts for your serverless functions. Mistake 5. Overlooking hidden costs. Consider data transfer fees, API gateway costs, and other ancillary charges. 7. Quick checklist. Assess workload and peak traffic. Set budget thresholds. Choose appropriate memory size. Implement monitoring. Optimize code and process. 8. Summary plus CTA. Serverless computing offers flexibility and scalability, but it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. Understand your needs, monitor your usage, and adjust your strategies accordingly. By avoiding common mistakes, you can harness the power of serverless without breaking the bank. If you found this video helpful, drop a comment below sharing your thoughts or experiences with serverless. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights on navigating the tech landscape. Bonus practical tip: if you're unsure what to pick, start with the simplest option that ships today. Then measure for 7 days, latency, errors, deploy time, and cost. Only upgrade when metrics force the decision, not fear.